listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. It is 58 degrees already, going up to a high of a beautiful sunshiny 73. I ain't trying to brag, y'all, but I can tell you, I love it. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Hump Day Wednesday, y'all. Y'all made it to the middle. You made it to the middle. Yes, you have. You have made it to the middle. And I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Today is Wednesday, March the 10th. I want to give a happy birthday shout out all the way to heaven to my grandma-in-law. She passed last week, week before last, that Friday. She would have been 96 today. She lived a full life, y'all, a full life. She saw a lot of stuff, and she went very peacefully. And she didn't, they didn't even know she was sick for a long time. They just knew that she started acting a little weird. The week that she passed away, she started acting a little weird, like kind of like off her game, like she wasn't talking the way she was supposed to, and she kind of stopped eating. And that's when they knew something was. She went peacefully at home. She was at home. I said to my sister-in-law, she passed away in the house, and she said, yeah. I said, girl, I don't know if I could have did that. But she said I was sitting there right there holding her hands, and when she took her last breath. But she lived a long life. You know, they said she hadn't gone to a doctor, to a hospital since like 1970. Like 1970. Can you imagine like not having an emergency since 1970? She was 95 years old, y'all. She was 95 years old. My husband told me that she had a mild stroke when she was younger, and she stopped eating meat. And when I met him 20 years ago, she wasn't eating meat. So she had stopped eating meat. She only ate vegetables. And I'm sure the fact that she stopped eating anything but vegetables had a lot to do with her longevity to let her get to that many years. That's a lot of years. And today's her birthday, so I call her Grandma. Grandma, I wish you happy birthday all the way in heaven. I know you up there with my angels, with the rest of my angels. So happy birthday, love. All right, today is Hump Day, y'all. You made it to the middle. It is March the 10th, and we're going to go ahead and kick off our day. It's also National Mario Day. So if you like Mario, that's like a game. That's like them real old games, like back in the day kind of games. I think my brother and I had Mario for Nintendo. Yeah, I think we had Mario for Nintendo. It's also National Pack Your Lunch Day, as well as National Women and Girls HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. That's really important. I know right now we are so consumed with COVID that we pretty much forgot about all the other stuff that has wreaked havoc on our lives over the years. And I remember when HIV and AIDS first came. Now I was still in high school, and it was so scary, y'all, because people were just like they're doing now. They were just dying. You know, people didn't know what HIV and AIDS was. And I remember this girl. I'm never going to forget her. She was like one of the it girls in high school, right? And when we got out of high school, I started working. About a couple of years later, I started working at United Hospital in Newark, and she came into the ER. She came into the X-ray. I worked in X-ray, and she walked in the door, and she looked familiar, but she had contracted HIV. By that time, it was full-blown AIDS. So she walked into the door, and I'm looking at her, and I looked at her name. I'm like, I know that girl. And when I looked at her name, she graduated with me. It had ravaged her body in such a short amount of time. And she was young. She was really big. She had to be, I was 20. I didn't have my daughter, so I had to be between 21 and 23. And so remind you, she graduated with me the same year with me. I was between 21 and 23 at the time. It had ravaged her body. So even though we're consumed with everything COVID right now, we cannot forget about HIV, AIDS, and any other diseases out there. So today is that Awareness Day for Women and Girls. Okay? All right. It's also National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. So if you got a dietitian or a nutritionist, show them some love today. Show them some love. Let them, because listen, they're trying to help you get healthy. I just told y'all about Grandma. She lived to be 95. She almost made it to 96. Almost. She was a week and a half away from turning 96. But I think the reason she made it that far was because she ate plants only. Plants and nuts and fruit. She only ate plants. Like when she had that mild stroke, and I don't know what year that was, maybe that was 1970 when she had the mild stroke. And it might have been because she would have been 45 years old at the time, and she stopped eating meat and she went straight vegetable, and she lived a long, healthy life, and she got to see she got to see her grandkids, her great grandkids, and her great great grands. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Only twice on Sunday. All right, let's go ahead and get on with our horoscopes, brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. For today, Wednesday, March the 10th, we're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You would do extremely well if you get involved in competitive activities today. Realize that you don't have to do everything yourself. If possible, rely on coworkers to back up your objectives, and talk to superiors in order to get approval. Listen, you got to rely on your coworkers today, but look, only the ones you trust. Only the ones you trust, Aries. And then talk to your superiors to get everything approved, right? Listen, the stars in your favor today. So whatever you're trying to do, it's a good day for that, especially at work. Taurus, get involved in groups that will help you meet established individuals. Take care that arrangements to spend quality time together are made in advance. Entertainment should include your whole family. Take time to spend some quality time with your families, the whole family. Quality time is important. You just never know when that time is up, baby. So you want to spend some quality time with your family and friends. Gemini, evasion is likely if you aren't direct about your feelings. You should feel a little more stable about your position. However, don't be surprised if a job offer comes your way. Expect to have more people on your domestic scene. Listen, I know you're feeling good and stable, but it may be a great job opportunity coming. Don't you hate that when you like good and then here comes something that's got to make you make a choice? You got to make this really, really hard decision. That's life, baby. That is life. Cancer, make changes that will enhance your appearance. You can get the attention of important individuals, but it might not be the time to get them to help or get to back your ideas. Visit friends who have not been well. Listen, Cancer. Everything I said is cool, but right now this is the most important part. Visit your friends who are not well. I know cancers can be stubborn. People be done pissed you off. You don't even know why they do the things they do. Somebody's not well and they need to see your face or at least hear your voice. So visit somebody, even if you got to do it via Zoom. If you got to do it in person, put your mask on. Leo, daydreaming will be your downfall. Daydreaming is a lot of times. I daydream a lot. I'm a fish. That's what we do. They didn't fully understand what was expected. You should be trying to clear up legal contracts that have been pending. Listen, don't daydream too much today, Leo. It's going to be your downfall. So listen, daydream for a second, because that's an escape, right? Daydreaming is an escape. Daydream for a second, and then get back to what it is you have to do, all right? Virgo, talk about your intentions and confirm that you both feel the same way. Passion will be your only answer. Isn't that nice? Passion is the only answer. Don't spend too much on products that promise amazing cosmetic results, because it's probably bull crap. I'm just saying. You know how much crap I done bought? Oil and creams and hoping for a miracle. The only miracle is exercise and diet. I know, but I was hoping for a miracle. I was hoping to put that cream on and everything just smooth out. It didn't work. So Virgo, don't be bamboozled today. If they make these amazing promises, you see the people on TV, everybody looks amazing. I listened to this podcast about the woman. Her name is what's her name? It'll come to me in a minute. Her company was called It Cosmetics, and she has a book that she's written. I'm gonna buy it, called Believe It. But she was talking about how she had rosacea, and she was a news anchor, and she said one day she was on the news live, and inside your ear when you're on TV live, they put like the mic in your ear so you can hear them talk and tell you when to go to commercial and things like that. And I'll tell y'all a story about what happened to me when I was on TV live. And she said she heard in her ear, "Hey, something on your face, get it off, get it off, get it off." And she said that was her makeup was cracking on her face because she had rosacea really, really bad. Like her cheeks were like really, really red. And so she, there's nothing she could do. She's live on air, but she decided she needed a makeup that would not do that would not come off her face. So she came up with this cosmetic line to help people who suffer from rosacea. And it was a problem because here she was on national TV with these rosy red cheeks that look crazy, and she tried to cover with makeup and it didn't work. But anyway, her story was so amazing because she said she got an opportunity to go on QVC. And she said they wanted her to put a model with perfect skin up there to model the makeup. That was that was defeating the purpose. The purpose was to show the makeup on person who had rosacea. So they wanted her to use a model who had perfect skin. She said before she went into to do QVC that day, she was sitting in her car. She was crying because, they had told her, we want you to have like this perfect model. And that was defeating the purpose of why she created the brand in the first place. And so she said she made a conscious decision to go in there with no makeup on and put the makeup on so people could see. And she sold completely out in a matter of minutes. And so I say all that to say, sometimes we want things to be perfect. We want to buy that perfect thing, but sometimes you don't know. The model may be a fake. So when you're looking at TV or magazines or whatever, you're like, oh, I'm going to get that because it's going to work for me. Chances are it's fake. And that's why I shared the story. But she was real. And because she was real, L'Oreal bought her company a few years ago for $1.2 billion. Yeah, that's a billion with a B. Absolutely. Makeup. And L'Oreal is one of the biggest names in the history of cosmetics. And they bought her for $1.2 billion. So now she's telling her story around the world and sharing her inspiration with others. All right, and by the time I come back, I'll know the name. I know her name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it right now. But by the time I come from the song, I'll have her name for you. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. So her name was Jamie Kern Lima. Jamie Kern Lima. Her book is called Believe It, and her company was called It Cosmetics. So Jamie Kern Lima, Believe It is the name of the book, and the company is called It Cosmetics. So check it out. I'm gonna buy it, and let's talk about it because I think it's a good book. You got to listen to her interviews on YouTube. Like, it was a really good interview. I saw 2, and they were really, really good, and very inspiring. Very inspiring. All right, we're going to pick it up with Libra. You can make financial gains through your unique creative approach to business. Opportunities for travel and communication are evident. Problems with peers are evident. Yeah, opportunity to travel and communication are evident. Problems with peers are apparent. So you got some problems with your peers. I don't know what's going on with them. I have no idea, but you're going to have some problems with them. And here's the thing. Address the problems. Don't let the problem linger, right? You don't want the problem to linger on. You don't want that. All right? Scorpio, you need to focus on yourself, not others. You may be admired by colleagues and employers for your diplomatic way of handling your work and those you work with. You may find that depression is causing you to feel lonely and insecure. Listen, Scorpio. Listen. If you're depressed, I want to invite you to get some help, right? And there's a lot of data out there, whether depression is medical, whether it's just mental, whether it's hormones and all these different type of things. I don't know what it is. What I would say is, I want to invite you to get some help, even if you just gotta go talk to somebody. Find out who can help you work through whatever it is that's really bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Find that person who can say, you know what, I'm gonna help you get through this thing. You know what I mean? Find that person that's gonna help you do that. So I invite you to do that. Get you some help. Don't be ashamed. If you need somebody to talk to, find somebody to talk to. You know? You don't got to be left feeling alone and insecure about things. We all have those insecurities. Listen, we all have those moments. I had a moment yesterday. Took Georgette out for her birthday, and I wound up crying because I had a moment. We have moments, and I'm still missing my mom, so I had a moment. And she was right there, even though it was her birthday. She wound up consoling me because I was a hot mess for like a minute. All right, Sagittarius. You will enjoy lavish forms of entertainment and should consider making arrangements early. You may be able to get some advice about your personal problems. You may have a tendency to put on weight. Don't we all, Sag? Don't we all? Let me tell y'all something. I went to Jersey and I just did nothing but just relax because it was cold for one thing. Had it not been cold, we probably would have been out and about, but it was cold. And so I just stayed in and relaxed and I ate pizza. I love pizza, and I don't eat it very often, but I ate pizza. I think I ate pizza 2 days in a row. And I ate White Castle. So, yeah. When I got to the scale Monday morning, it said 3 pounds. I'm down 1 today. I weighed Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, I dropped a pound already. Now I got to drop the other 3. Plus another 30. So, I got to get there. Capricorn. Problems with in-laws may cause friction in your personal relationship. You may find that lectures or travel will be highly successful. Take care of yourself, or you can expect to suffer from minor illnesses. We talk about this all the time, Capricorn. Take care of yourself. You only have one you. So take care of yourself. Invest in you. I know we want to invest in everything else. I'm going to get this scan thing. It's called a life screening. I'm going to go get that because I want to make sure, because right now if I go to, only way for me to get like all these tests, I would have to have a reason. Like I asked my primary care doctor, hey, can you check my heart? She said, wow, have you had any chest pains? I was like, no, but I want you to check it. She's like, well, you have to have a reason. So I have to have a reason to get my heart checked, but I'm going to go to this life screening thing. I think it's $149. And I'm going to do a scan. I want them to scan everything because here's the thing. I don't eat a lot of sugar and bread, but I like butter and cheese. My cholesterol has always been good, thank God. And I'm not on any cholesterol medicine. And I've never been on cholesterol medicine, which I was kind of surprised about that because I've always eaten cheese like my entire life. My grandmother used to make me the best grilled cheese ever. I think that's why I love cheese so much. But the crazy part is my granddaughter likes cheese like that, and one of my nephews do. And my brother likes cheese. So he likes cheese. But anyway, I'm going to go get the scan because it's only one me. And even though I slip and slide around, my weight and all these different things, I really want to be healthy. And I want to be able to make it to 95 like grandma did. And I know I got to change my ways. And I have made some small, subtle changes over the years. And I will continue to do so. Yes, I'm going to slip and slide. I already know that. But I give myself permission to do that and don't beat myself up anymore because I know it's going to happen, especially when I'm on vacation. All right, Aquarius, make sure that you have all the pertinent facts before taking action. Rid yourself of that which is old and no longer of use. Use your charm to get your own way. Listen, get rid of the stuff that if it does not serve you right now, get rid of it. Get rid of it. If it's no longer of good use to you, get rid of it. Let me tell y'all something. My uncle and I was having this conversation the other day. We have boxes in the garage that are still packed when we moved from Jersey. June 13th, that will be 8 years. We already know that stuff don't serve us, and we need to get rid of it. So we're going to do spring cleaning probably in the next week because we know it don't serve us. It's been packed up. It's probably got bugs in it. Listen, we're in Georgia. Lizards are probably in the box. Yeah, lizards. Lizards just, we open up the garage. You got a little blue lizard. He just hangs out. Him and his whole little crew probably living in them boxes. We need to get rid of them. They no longer serve us. They're just taking up space in the garage, and it's a mess. Listen, y'all drive by my house and the garage door is open. You can be like, oh my God, our garage is a mess. It is. We've been here 8 years and it's still a mess. All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, now's the time to concentrate on building a strong financial future for your family. You can make money, but try not to let it slip through your fingers. Try to keep to yourself, work diligently on domestic chores and responsibilities. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm all with it. Listen, fish, I don't know about y'all, but I'm all with it. I'm concentrating right now on building this financial future, this legacy. I know I'm legacy driven. I am legacy driven. The money is coming, but we got to be careful not to let some of it slip through our hands because it will. If you're not careful, it'll go right through. All right? Keep to yourself. Enjoy life. Exercise. Stay healthy. Meditate. Take care of the household. Show the house that you love it. Appreciate it. Clean it up. Wash out the tub. Fold up the clothes. Take care of all that stuff because all that stuff plays a part in where you go in life. Believe it or not, it does. If you have a junky space, and I try to keep my space clean. My bedroom, a mess. My bedroom is a mess. Not a mess. I have a lot of books, and I have not put up the bookshelf. I will put it up this weekend. I'm going to put it up this weekend, get the books off my dresser. I call it a mess. Yeah, because I got a lot of them. I got a lot of journals. I like to journal. So I have a lot of journals and a lot of books and a lot of magazines. That's me. That's my mess. Yeah, I got so many back issues of Entrepreneur Magazine that I have not read. It's going to take me like 2 years to read them because I probably got 2 years worth in there, which is crazy. I just haven't had a chance to read them, but I'm going to read them. I like the inspiration. All right, people, that's all I got for you in the horoscope world. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. with a guest and with your horoscopes. So stay tuned. Now let's get on to some news you can use. I got the vaccine last Tuesday. And people were asking me, how do you feel? And I felt fine. My arm was sore. It's not sore anymore. It was sore. Now, the crazy part, it was sore on top where they gave me the injection, and it was sore up under my arm, which was weird. Like, up under my arm was sore. My daughter said her whole shoulder was sore. My husband said his arm was sore. My brother had to get in the bed. He I got straight sick like I had the flu. I was like, really? He said he felt like he had the flu. He had to come home, take off all his clothes, and get in the bed. And he slept, he and his wife, which was weird. I didn't have that reaction. I was fine. But anyway, Gwinnett County Public Schools and Northside Hospital will partner to vaccinate 1,000 teachers and other school employees this coming Friday. This is an addition now to those thousands that's already being vaccinated through Gwinnett County, Newton, and Rockdale. So I got vaccinated at the Mall of Georgia, and to me, it was a pretty smooth running system. When my husband went 5:30 in the evening, it took him forever. I was like, what the freak is he doing? My appointment was early in the day, so I went in and I came out. They made me sit for 30 minutes because I'm allergic to morphine. And so they wanted to make sure I didn't have any allergic reaction. So I was fine. My uncle got it, and he just said he had a nasty taste in his mouth. And he got Pfizer. I got Moderna. My husband got Moderna. I think my brother got Moderna, and his wife got Moderna, and my daughter. But my uncle got Pfizer. He was fine, Anyway, Northside said they're committed to making sure that all educators have complete access to the vaccinations they need. So that's a good thing. So that's going to be happening this Friday. So if you are an educator, you will be able to get vaccinated if you have not already gotten vaccinated. Because some of them have already got the vaccine. Like my brother's an educator here. He's a new educator in Gwinnett County, and he has got vaccinated already. And he went to the Mall of Georgia where I went. He and his wife. But anyway, and the teachers need to be vaccinated. Some of them won't get it. They just won't do it. I think, me personally, I think that they should get it. If you would have asked me this back in November, I was like, hell to the no, I ain't getting it. That's what I would have said. But after the loss of my mom, and I knew she wanted to get it, I knew she would say, you go get that vaccine, so I get it. Here's the reason why I feel like teachers should get it, because we all got COVID because the baby got exposed at daycare. That's how we got it. And had the teachers or whoever had the vaccine, hey, you never know what could have happened. But anyway, I feel like if you want to keep your family safe, you want to keep the children safe, I think you should get it. That's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to that. Some people would disagree. They think it's unsafe. I get it. Trust me, I was one of them people. Until this monster took my mom, I was definitely one of those people. If you had said, if she was still sitting right up there in her room looking out the window, watching for the mailman, I was like, I ain't getting it. But she's not. She's not there. It's an empty room, just a bunch of wonderful memories. So I got it. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. How can I love you when you're not around? How can I let you let me down, down, down? How can I long for you feeling so small? Love should be everything or not at all. My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up.
It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you a daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Gwinnett is seeking applicants for board and authorities and committees. So if you want to serve on one of these boards, you can. So the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners is seeking volunteers for various boards, authorities, and committees that help advise commissioners and the departments of policies and practices. Serving on the board or an authority is a great opportunity to make your voice heard on a local level, said Chairwoman Nicole Love Henderson. We're looking for people who are passionate about our community and interested in helping us and department leadership make the best decisions for Gwinnett residents, businesses, and visitors. So if you are interested in doing that, you can go to ajc.com, and there is a link there for you to click on to find out more about how you can become a member, get on the board, fill out an application, things like that. It's a great opportunity. I did register for one board. They didn't need me for that board. I think I'm going to go ahead and register for another board because, I am about community. It was so funny. Georgette and I were talking about this. We were talking about this yesterday over her late birthday lunch. And we grew up at, right? She grew up in New York. I grew up in Newark. And on our block, everybody knew everybody on the block, right? Even though you didn't hang out with everybody on the block, you kind of knew everybody. And that was like a community on your block. Right? So you would sit outside on the stoop and, chat it up with your friends and watch the boys. Because this is what we did. Like me and my friends, I lived in a 6-family house. I lived on the 3rd floor. My uncle lived on the other side of the house on the 3rd floor. I had friends that lived on the 2nd floor and friends that lived on the 1st floor on both sides. So that was a 6-family house. You don't see that here in Georgia. That's kind of weird. But everywhere is different. So we lived in a 6-family house. And so, first of all, the people in that 6 family, that was like my family. So we were all friends because we lived directly in the same house. Like my uncle, who's my mother's brother, he's the 3rd oldest brother. Then there was my mother. She lived on the 3rd floor on one side, 717. No, she lived at 7. She lived at 717. He lived at 719. That was our address. Which is directly, literally it was like a townhouse with three apartments in it. That's what it was like. So when you think about a townhouse, but it was 3 apartments on one side instead of just one townhouse on one side and one townhouse on the other side. No, it was 3 families on one side and 3 families on the other side. 2 separate doors you went in. And, but so that was family. So that literally, part of that was literally my blood family because my cousin, I had 3 girl cousins that lived on the 2nd floor, on that 3rd floor, and my brother and I lived on the 3rd floor on the other side. But then we had great friends that lived under us that we're friends to this day. Like we still kind of say, hey, what's going on? How's everybody? How's your family? How's your mother? We say all that stuff. And, but so that was like family, but then the people across the street were our friends and the people down the street were our friends and, the boys down the street, we liked to watch them. So that was community for us, When I was a little girl living in Albany, I knew everybody across the street from my grandmother. And my cousins, we literally lived next door to each other, just like I'm telling you, like right now. Like, I live right here. My cousin Betty lived on the right side of me. My cousin Wayne and his family, was a lot of them. They lived on the left side of me. And then his sister lived on the left side of them in a different house. It was crazy. So we all, and then everybody on the block. So it was like community. And so I'm very community oriented. And Georgia and I was talking yesterday because I was like, it's something missing in my life. And it's that whole community piece. So I do this show because I want to get closer to the community. And I like talking about things that's going to help inspire people. And I like sharing the news. I like kind of being like a little, I'm not going to say reporter because reporter like, you're not a reporter. And I'm not. But I do like sharing information. But I said all that to say, I did apply for one board position. And I'm assuming they filled that position. I'm going to apply for another board position or committee position. I'm all over the place. I love community, so my goal is to be a part of the community. So if you want to be a part of the community, you wanted to apply for a board or committee, just go to AJC. You look up under local and click on Gwinnett, and you'll find more information there. It's there, and you just got to do a little bit of digging, not a lot of digging, just a little bit. Here's your opportunity to get to meet people. Just going through the Citizens Academy 101 itself, I felt like that was cool. I really do. So I'm looking forward to being an asset to Gwinnett County as a community. All right, so Peachtree Corners is getting a new restaurant, and it's going to be opened by a Food Network star. Yes. See, people love Gwinnett County. They know what's good. Plus, we like to eat here. A Food Network star and a retired professional wrestler worked the room over burgers at a sneak peek event last week for a new Peachtree Corner restaurant opening the doors this coming today. Today is going to be open today. Yep. With the successful restaurant The Ruth, Willie Jack Deagle hosts a reality television show, Restaurant Stakeout. But have I seen that one before? I watched Restaurant Bar Rescue. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've seen Restaurant Stakeout. He's the host of the reality restaurant TV show, Restaurant Stakeout. He's bringing another location of Uncle Jack's Meat House to Gwinnett County after nearly 3 years of planning. Uncle Jack's Meat House. That sounds crazy. Sound like when you hear that, I just think meat. Anyway, it's going to be located in Peachtree Corners Town Center. The restaurant will offer reservation-only service Wednesday through Sunday, later opening full-time every day of the week after hiring nearly 30 employees. So here's the thing. You're looking for a good job, you might want to go work at Uncle Jack's what is it called? Uncle Jack's Meat House in Peachtree Corners. They're going to be hiring 30 people. It's going to be built to mimic the appearance of the 1900s warehouse, New York's meatpacking district. Yeah, listen, meatpacking district is big in New York. It's going to seat up to 225 people. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of people. Yeah. So it's going to look like the meatpacking district in New York. So that means if somebody wants to mimic that, it must have been something special about that. And I've been to the meatpacking district in New York. It used to stink when I used to go there. I don't know about nobody else. Like, it smelled like raw meat. Like, ooh. Anyway, people loved it over there. And then arts people started moving in over there in the meatpacking district. It became very, very popular. Not just for restaurants, but to live in. New York got it. New York is just a different kind of monster. It's just a different type of monster altogether. Anyway, they're going to be looking to hire 30 people. And it's going to be a bar, a grill, and it's going to seat up to 225 folks. That's a lot of people. So it must be going to be pretty nice in New York. So check it out. Support our local businesses. Support the restaurants here. I know we're about to get back right. I'm excited about that. Lil Burn is getting a little splash pad. I can't wait to take my baby to the splash pad this year. I don't know if she's going to like it, though, because I bought her a splash pad last year. She didn't like it. It looks just like the big splash pads that you see in the park. Like, I seen one when I went to Duluth, not last year, but year before last. I went to Duluth. They had an outdoor concert, and I was over in Duluth, and I thought it was really cool. Like, there was vendors out there and things like that. It was really, really cool, actually. But they had a nice splash pad. And I didn't, so Carter probably was a tiny, tiny baby in 19, because she was born in 19. So she was a tiny, tiny baby when I went to that. And, she was too little. So I bought her a splash pad last year. I don't even know what it is, because I bought it. We put the water hose in it. The water shot up, and she didn't like it. Now, will she like it this year? I don't know. But I can't wait to take her to a splash pad in the summertime so she can hang out with the kids. I think she's going to love this one because she get to run with other kids. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, Lil Burn is going to get a splash pad to the city park. So Lil Burn City Park will offer visitors a new way to stay cool this summer. Lil Burn City Council greenlighted the installation of approximately $195,000 splash pad in the park, located in the heart of the city's Old Town neighborhood. It will open this summer next to Calvin Fitch Pavilion, approximately 3,000 square feet, covered sitting area opening at the same time. So they're gonna have some stuff going on out there. Lil Burn gonna be some fun. I'm telling y'all, these were the most beautiful parks I had ever seen in my life. When I came here, that's all I could talk about. I was like, oh my God, did you see the parks? Parks were beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. They were lovely. So they're gonna be opening this splash pad park. I can't wait to take my baby. Well, a little bad, so she bad. Y'all heard her crying yesterday. She cried through the whole show. I told her this once, listen, you can't cry through Gia whole show. She calls me Gia. People think that's my name. My daughter didn't want her to call me Grandma or Nana, so she said, call her Gia. So the baby calls me Gia. So people hear her call me Gia, and they hear my daughter call me Gia, they think that's my name. My name is Audrey, but the baby calls me Gia. Anyway, I said to her, you can't be crying because Gia can hear you through the wall because you're crying so much. She says, okay. And then she starts to do something bad. She's a piece of work, y'all. She's a piece of work. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm tell your friends, talk it out, but it won't end. You are never true to heart. You need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go. Boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go. Boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. If you let go, boy, loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. You love and let go, boy. You don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time it's a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Got a little tickle in my throat. So, everything is about to start opening back up. And, of course, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend coming up. So, the St. Patrick's Day is going to be happening. It's going down. It's going down. So, downtown Lawrenceville, excuse me, y'all. I mean, the first time I went to the St. Patrick's Day parade, it was really nice. It was kind of cold, but it was nice. And, my husband and I, we went downtown Lawrenceville. I think I told y'all this, and I bought him this beer. I was like, "You want a beer?" And that was early. It was probably about 11 o'clock in the morning, and they had the truck out there, and I bought him this beer, and it was in a tall green cup. I'm thinking it was like maybe 20 ounces, and he drank half of that, and it was black. It was jet black beer. It was thick, had a frothy, thick top on it, and that wasn't jet black. It was like dark brown, and I bought him that beer. And he said by the time he got halfway through the beer, he's like, "Oh my God!" He felt like I drank some liquor because it was so strong. It was such a strong beer. But anyway, they're gonna be doing a downtown event this weekend for St. Patrick's Day, and the way they have it set up, I think you can come at different times. Like you have to register to come out. I don't even know how that's gonna work out. So it says 12 to 2, 3 to 5, and 6 to 8. So I don't really know how that's laid out. But anyway, it's gonna be a celebration. It's gonna be a day of Irish food and brews and live entertainment downtown on the downtown Lawrenceville Square downtown, where it always is downtown. I'm sure it's gonna be right there by McCrae's Tavern, because McCrae's Tavern was one of the sponsors, not last year, but the year before last, to the event. And so that's gonna be happening this Saturday. Check online though. Check thepatch.com under the event section. You'll get more information. I don't know if you have to register to go at a certain time. But you got to choose. Yeah, it seems like you have to choose a time slot to come. So if you want to go, you got to choose a time slot. So you can choose between 12 and 2, 3 and 5, and 6 and 8. Everybody can't go at the same time, which is kind of cool, I guess, because they're still trying to stay socially distant, but they're also trying to make sure that, you can get out and enjoy a little bit. So if you want to do that, you can. There's a lot of stuff going on. You got the Lawrenceville Bacon Fest and Fun coming up. That's going to be on March 27th. It's a bacon fest. Who the heck don't like bacon? It's a bacon fest. Oh my God. You got Broadway on the Lawn. That's coming up March 20th. So we got a lot of events that's coming up. Make sure to listen. Coronavirus is still out there. It's not gone anywhere. They're trying to get everybody vaccinated as soon as they can. Some people will never take the vaccination. They have said it. So you still want to stay very, very safe. You got a lot of events coming up, and a lot of people like me, we ready to get back to normal. We ready to get back to just going out and just enjoying life. And so, but you still got to be careful. And even though I've taken the vaccine, I still got to take the second shot. I still put my mask on everywhere I go. I put it on and I wear it because you never know, So you want to make sure. But anyway, if you're going to go to downtown Lawrenceville, you're going to have to register. So you're going to have to go to downtownlawrencevillegeorgia.com and click on the events and find out how to be able to attend, right? Yeah, you got to be able to figure out how to attend. And you look like you can only go between 12 and 2 or 3 and 5 or 6 and 8. So you got to pick a time slot. Because they want to make sure that people are safe. If you're interested in starting a import and export building, there's going to be a training on that in Lawrenceville as well, 9:30 on March 19th. Now, import and export is a huge business. It's huge business. And if you want to learn how to do that, you need to really know what you're doing, right? Do not go trying to do it on your own and just mess up. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a Zoom training. So if you want to learn how to do that, it's going to be March 19th. And it's a good opportunity for you to learn. If you got a product that you want to export or a product you want to import into the United States, you want to learn how to do that. I did import, export. We work with a company. When my dolls was coming from Hong Kong, I never set foot in China. So that just goes to show that I was able to not only take an idea out of my head, turn it into a product, get it manufactured in another country, and then have it imported back into this country. That's a process. And honestly, Georgette handled the import part of it. I handled all the other stuff. But anyway, if you're interested in learning how to do import, export, and want to start it as a business, you can go to uga.sbdc.training. Go to uga.sbdc, SBDC, S as in Sam, B as in boy, D as in David, C as in Charles, .training. For more information, look on their calendar. They should have it there. It's going to be March the 19th. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can do that. And here's the thing. It may be a great opportunity for you to actually, start a business in that space. You never know. Just never know. All right, I'm going to my last song. Then I'm going to close it out. Stay tuned.
I can see you looking at me. Yeah, my eyes are open wide. So you want me to set you free? Take a walk with me outside. Tell me everything about you. Yeah. 'Cause I really wanna know. You can ride with me forever. Yeah. Anywhere you wanna go. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all. Just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show when love is so gold. Let's go for gold. If we ever was lost before, now we finally found our way. And love is stronger than anything. We will make our own way. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all. Just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show when love is so gold. Yeah, yeah. Let's go for gold.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration for the day, and here goes. It says, happiness is nothing but temporary moments here and there, and I love those, but I would be bored out of my mind if I were happy all the time. Let me say that again. Happiness is nothing but temporary moments here and there, and I love those, but I would be bored out of my mind if I were happy all the time. Zoe Saldana said that, sometimes we want to be happy all the time. That's me. I'm a fess up, y'all. I want to be happy all the time. But there are some times, like yesterday, like I was happy. Things was fine. And then I just had a breaking moment, and then I was happy again. And then I woke up happy this morning. And life would not be exciting if we were just happy all the time. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be exciting. People think, what's wrong with that person? You probably think, what's wrong with me? I'm just happy all the time. And honestly, you can't be happy all the time. Not if you're living, not if you're walking this earth, not if you're human. You're not going to be happy all the time. But here's the thing. What I will say is, don't be sad all the time either, right? You can choose happiness. And then sometimes happiness just happens to you. But you can also choose sadness. And then sometimes sadness just happens to you. You have to make a choice. You get a choice. Trust me, you do. You get a choice. Most of the time when sadness happens, it's abruptly. It's unexpected. But, a lot of the times that happens. But most of the times we bring it on ourselves. We would choose sadness over happening most of the time. Not me. I choose happiness. And it's so funny because I think people sometimes think that, I should be sad because of things that happen. I am sad sometimes. But I choose happiness most of the time. And I used to tell my mother, she knew that about me. She knew that I would, if I had to choose, I'm always going to choose happy. I'm always going to choose not to dwell in the past and be miserable and sad. I'm always, but I have my moments where it just gets me. It just gets me. All right, listen. Thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 53 minutes with me, and I appreciate you and love you to life for that. If you missed any episode of this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to past episodes there. Listen, do me a favor. Support the show. There's a banner right on the page that says support the show. Just pick something and support it. I got something exciting that I'm doing that you guys may love it. I'm excited about it. I'm always excited about the things I do. But it's going to allow you to support the show so that I can keep doing this every day. So that I can keep bringing you great information. So I can keep making the show better and better. And I really appreciate the fact that you listen. When people tell me they listen to the show and they love the music, or they listen to the show and they love the horoscopes, or they listen to the show and it makes them laugh, that brings my heart joy. And I want to keep doing it. I want to keep putting smiles on people's face. I want to keep giving people hope. I want to keep making people want to get up in the morning and not miss an episode. When I saw someone say they don't go a day without missing an episode of Good Morning Gwinnett, I was like, that's amazing. It makes me smile. It makes me smile to know that I'm serving people in a great way. In a way that resonate with them. So in order for me to keep doing this, guys, I need your support. And you can do that by going and buy a book. I got books there. If you want to learn how to start a business, buy a book. If you know somebody that want to learn how to start a business, they need some help, send them a book. It's on Amazon. Just click the link on the book. It's going to take you right to my Amazon store, and you can buy a book. Buy a t-shirt. You're going to click the button on the t-shirt, buy a book bag, buy a backpack. And I got some new apparel products coming out soon too. I got something really cool that's going to be in apparel. I got collector plates coming out. I got a lot coming out to help support the show. So I need your help to support the show so that I can keep the show going, so I can stay here and be able to talk to you guys and write great articles and share all the wisdom over my last 24 years of entrepreneur. So do that. And I appreciate you and love you to life for that. And share the show with your friends. Share the show with your friends, your colleagues, your bosses. If you know that you have a boss that may benefit from me giving them a shout out on the show, there's a little button on the side that says advertise. Pick one. You can put your business in a business directory that's there that I'm starting. Pick a spot. It's $99 a year. So that all supports the show and make me keep being in the position to produce the show 4 days a week for you guys like I'm doing right now. And I would love to go to an hour and a half, and I would love to just keep doing the way I'm doing. So I need your support for that. So thank you so much for supporting me. I love you to life for that. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And also, if you listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, go to your favorite 2 episodes and give it 5 stars. I appreciate you and love your life for that as well. And if you want to listen at home, just ask Alexa, open Good Morning Gwinnett, and she'll play the latest episode. Be sure to download the app from the App Store. If it's an Android or Apple, there's an app in the App Store for the Good Morning Gwinnett podcast. So listen, that's all I got for you. I'll be back again tomorrow with more of the horoscopes and the guests. I got a guest tomorrow. And if you missed my guest last week, you got to go check it out. Georgette actually went. So last week, my guest, she talked about the harmonic egg. It was an invention that she invented herself. And there's a wellness spot in Alpharetta. Georgette actually went yesterday. Her husband bought her a gift certificate to check out the harmonic egg, and she got inside the egg, and she said it was so comfortable. So check out my episode from last week, and if you're in the Gwinnett area or Georgia area and you want to go get inside the harmonic egg, it's in Alpharetta. So listen to the show, the interview from last week, and go to Alpharetta and check out the harmonic egg. Georgette did it yesterday. It was a gift for her birthday. Yesterday was her birthday, and she said it was very peaceful. She had some moments. It came with a life coaching session. It was great. So check it out. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Listen, tell your people you love them. Give them a hug and a kiss. Now, listen. Now, the ones is real close, you know they ain't got COVID. I'm just saying. Keep your mask on. Stay safe out there. Until next time, y'all. Make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.